Once I hit you with that bad space, you ain't coming back. No control, all the leech, give me space. Like time, hit you with that bad space, you ain't coming back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Entertainment Curated, the channel where you let us know what we should or shouldn't be playing based upon your actions down below. Today, we're checking out Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut. Thanks to our friends over at Black Tabby Games for giving us the opportunity to check out this game. You can see it doesn't say continue, or won't let me click on continue, so I have not played any of this. This is a first impressions playthrough. At the beginning, something you didn't see is it was talking about, like, you know, hey, just to let you know, it is a horror game. There's flickering things, as you just saw, but that it's a love story. I'm like, what? It's a love story, eh? So let's check it out. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Pretty straightforward.
You're here to slay her.
Oh,
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
okay. So the world versus killing somebody. Explore. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Or killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
I did not say that.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
No, I was talking more about, like, a human being. It didn't really matter that it was a princess. Oh, that's harsh. Okay, let's just go towards the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Pristine cut. I get it. I get it. Can I come back up here and grab the blade? Or should you... I think maybe I should just take it just in case.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I didn't say I'm doing it yet.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Where'd you get that
Don't
from?
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm here to kill you? let's go with that.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I'm not a hero.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Say what?
Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What if she is a monster, though? If we keep our distance, talking shouldn't be a problem, and there'd be a better conversation if there wasn't a knife in my hand. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you
No,
step
I didn't
forward
say
to
step
speak
forward,
with the princess
though.
face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
That's fair.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Are you coming on? Yeah, I was just like, a relationship.
Don't just tell her that.
Why?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That's true. No. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, you tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She
Wouldn't go
doesn't
that
have to
far.
know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
How?
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That
True.
doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Either is the narrator.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Really? What if I ask her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Interesting. So no name.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Why did her text change?
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Ooh, a threat.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
There's so much up in the air, but she doesn't really seem to be giving me any information that allows me to make a better decision. I also don't feel like I have enough to just kill a person. Can I just leave her in here and someone else do it?
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
But if she could slip the
Don't
chains, she
think
would have just
she's
got out
bluffing.
before.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job. It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
What do you mean?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with
Oh,
a single
jeez.
blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your
Wait, why is my
fracturing
hand like that?
bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left
Damn,
of
we're
your
gonna
life
die.
out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Great. Great. Chapter 2. The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wait.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, wait. It's the same starting as before, but it said chapter 2. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Yeah, this already happened. And I died.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Who's he?
You know I can
Me?
hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
I don't know if we just go straight at it.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Hmm. No, let's go to the cabin. Let's get this done. We're not dying again.
Warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably
Wait,
doesn't
Voice of the
even
Broken?
try
What happened to
to
Voice of
help
Hero?
us. Can we tone down the
there we
pessimism
are.
just a smidge?
A little bit. A little bit.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
So that's the biggest
You're being annoying.
pessimist line there is.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
I don't think she's wrongfully imprisoned if she killed you last time.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself
That's
to her.
true.
Either would be terrible. So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If
Go on,
that's
look at
what you
him.
want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
Why do we feel so small? We don't
Everything's
feel
very
small.
tall.
We are small.
We're small? Who cares about the mirror? No, just go to the blade. Who
You
cares
take
about the
blade
mirror?
from the
There's nothing to
altar.
do with it.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. No, we're going to the basement. It's a big ass door this time around.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall.
Damn.
The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay, now she sounds evil.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Because they want the pledge.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you.
Oh my
almost
God.
glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Hell
As
no.
if on command, the
Hell
blade slips
no.
from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip
Yeah.
it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
Pick it up.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle,
Oh,
and your knees hit
great.
the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken
So
lungs.
it's not deja vu.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
We're actually going to stop it right there. I wanted to just give just the first 20-25 minutes of the game So things have definitely changed. We're looping back over. The princess isn't exactly what she seemed, at least in the last loop through. And something tells me that if I do decide to kill her, it's not going to go the way I want it to, and it's not going to end the game. It's just going to keep cycling through to something new. If you want to see more of that, let me know down below. And also, let me know if this game intrigues you and if you're going to pick it up. But until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused to get yours. See ya!